There he is. It's working. That's brilliant. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, and the collab cam has its own volume. Look at that. Sorry, I'm just geeking out right now.
I'm trying to figure out how do I mute. Okay. I can screen share too. That's crazy.
Look at this. Oh my gosh.
I'll be right back. I had to grab something.
Yeah, do your thing. I'm just getting this all ready to go. What's up, DLC FPS Gaming? Usual, Nice. Nice. What's up, Pineapple Burger? I'm doing well, DLC. How are you doing? Can you hear this? Can you guys hear the music, or is that, can you hear the music in the background, or no?
Alright, we're back and we're in business.
Business is booming. Make sure that doesn't catch up with this. Get that away from there. Alright. And let's just... Yeah, what does it look like on your end? This is pretty cool.
I see, it says Powered by Streamlabs, top left, and I just see me and you, mute, stop video, screen share, leave, and then I see the chat.
That's cool. So it's my first time using the Streamlabs collab cam, and I'm enjoying it. That was easy. It's just a link and you're in. I know I struggled with the Discord. To this day, I still struggle with that, but...
Discord can be confusing for sure. I just want to turn on when it's turning you up, but I don't know how.
Yeah, on my side, I have a collab cam option. I can turn that volume up on my mixer. But I don't know what you have on your side. Look at that. I can bring this one closer. Am I? No, knock that over now. Here we go. Get this like right in front of me. Boom.
Oh, there we go.
That's the mic. Look at that. From the picture below me, it's like, mirror image.
There we go. I got the same mic.
Look at that. Yes. Awesome. So it's awesome. Oh, look at you. You look great. Fantastic. I didn't see you last time we did an audio one because I was still learning how to use my podcast. But you haven't...
Yeah, that was a while ago. I actually remember that.
2 years ago, yeah. I actually was re-listening to it the other day, and then I just now before we get on, so I can refresh myself. So, chat, if anyone's in chat right now, again, we're on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously, so let me turn my multi-channel so I can see who's doing what on which channel. Then the audio for this, once I go back in, I'll edit it, and that'll be posted onto Spotify, SiriusXM, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and every place else you can listen to podcasts. That'll be there by this weekend once Anchor FM approves everything. So we're back here with Moab. Moab was my first guest on the first ever podcast episode 2 years ago, back when it was called Streaming is Believing, which I thought was a cheesy title. So now it's Tommy Rowe Talks because everything is Tommy Rowe, and Tommy Rowe is going to talk. He's going to try this. He's going to try that one of these days, try a chip challenge, but that's neither here nor there. We're back with Moab. And for those of you who don't know, Moab is kind of a legend. Moab's kind of a big deal in the streaming community, even to this day. Yeah, if you guys notice, when I play with Audi and I drop Moab's name, Audi's all like, "Oh, Moab!" And I'm no different. I do the same thing. The way Moab and I first met was he came to my stream. He raided me one night with Quanyar, Oki, and the team he was with at the time. And I'm going to ask him more about that in a bit, about his team, and refresh our memories. And I think they all subbed. They gifted subs, and we started talking. We got some games. So Moab is known for Rocket League, Fortnite, mostly a Fortnite trick shotter. Absolutely huge on TikTok. And I'm not feeding his ego. These are all facts. So don't blush. These are facts. And the reason I wanted him to be the first guest on my podcast was because he was doing stuff 2 years ago, and I was just starting that. I was like, how is he doing all that stuff? And I want to learn, and he was a great teacher, and I think he can be on here to help teach everyone else as well, because the purpose of this podcast is to talk about all things streaming and people who are into streaming, content creation, and whatnot. So, Moab, welcome in. 2 years ago, where were you at 2 years ago with your stream?
As my stream, well, 2 years ago is probably when I was like most actively streaming. I feel like I know I've stepped away. Physically, 2 years ago, I was sitting right over there, so I moved my setup. So that's cool. I thought it would be a better backdrop to have like a wall, and then I had like this light on it.
Sorry. 2 years ago, you were streaming, you said you had already met Kwanyar and Heasler. Who got you into the trick shotting thing?
Trick shotting was like.
Yes, I agree. It was hard. I remember when I first started, I was Fortnite dad because I didn't know what streaming was or any of that stuff, and Fortnite got the views. And then when I tried doing other things, that didn't go over so well with some people, and so I eventually switched games back to Fortnite. But then I changed my name, and so I know the struggle. The struggle is absolutely real.
Yeah.
And then you were also doing. Now you said in the first podcast about how you approached your parents, let them know you were streaming back in the day. You said you waited till you got something first, and then was like, "Hey, here's what I'm doing, and here's."
Yeah. So I.
And you met some amazing people doing it too.
Yeah, for sure. Some of my best friends I've met either online or.
DLC, they have the tier one. What? Yeah, I'm trying to mute my mic now because it's picking up your audio when you're talking.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm trying to mute it, but I'm also trying not to talk over you too because I did that last episode. I noticed that a lot. I was like, oh, I gotta stop. I have to contain and control myself.
Make sure to remind you.
No, thank you. But yeah, I noticed the meme on Facebook and some other places. It was like how people especially people that are trying to grow like their streams and stuff, right? Like I joined a small streamer like helper thing on Facebook, and someone's like, yeah, I've been doing this for like almost a year and I can't get affiliated. And someone responded, you can't find even 3 family members or friends to watch your stream to help get you to affiliated, then you're doing something wrong. And that was, I mean, it was a hard truth to tell this other person. I was like, wow, he just wrote that, but it was true. Moab's in chat. But he kind of needed to hear it, I think. But it's true. Like, I think I remember when I went live, I had 1,000 friends on Facebook that I knew in real life throughout my life. And I was like, oh, and then I know they have Amazon Prime, easy peasy. No, the people I've met online, DLC FPS Gaming, you, Quanyard to this day, Eli's MD, like Jeremy Saxon, Frosty, all these guys, we talk daily, almost, some of these other people. And there's friends I've had since high school for 15, 16 years. We don't chat that often. They don't even subscribe to my YouTube channel, which everyone has YouTube. And all they do is hit the subscribe button for some support. Like, I think the bonds you make with some of the online people are a bit stronger than the ones you make in real life to an extent.
Like, I'm gonna support you.
Correct, exactly. I'm saying why I support people that I feel need to be supported, that I approve, I not approve, but I agree with what they're doing. Like there's other streamers like, oh, follow my stream. I go in there, I'm like, it's not like the kind of thing that I want to like promote or sponsor, if you will. But there are ones that like they're in my channel, like DLC FPS Gaming, Frogy. They come in all the time and watch, and they don't stream the same time that I stream, which is cool because like during the day when I'm working, I can't actively watch them, but I can put the stream on my phone. My phone's always plugged into my phone, my car charging, and I just have their stream on. I'd rather listen to them play the game than I like listen to the radio or what I'm doing while I'm driving for all day because I'm in my car all day. And that's what's about, and there's people that in that chat, they come in like, oh man, you got 1,000 followers, you're awesome. Like, no. I have 1,000 followers. I've got maybe half a dozen active viewers. They're just dead followers. I know you talk about dead followers on the first podcast as well. And I mean, it's nice to get 1,000. Yeah, it looks cool. I got my creator code now, but I expected, because I was still new and I was very ignorant to it. I'm like, oh, I have 1,000 followers. I'm sure I'll have 1,000 viewers now. It doesn't work like that.
I leave.
Yep, we talked about that. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. And I remember we talked about with the dead follower thing. I was watching someone on TikTok who was trying to give like small streaming advice, and he said the best thing you can do if you want to blow up and get big is don't talk to your chat. He's like, think about it, he names all the big wigs. He's like, they don't read their chat. They don't know who you are. They don't care. That chat's going a mile a minute. I'm like, yeah. I'm thinking to myself, I don't think the small guys are there yet because a lot of people jump into those chats to get acknowledged or have that, affirmation, if you will. And it's different because when you're in like a ninja chat, usually the chatters are talking to each other because they know ninjas doesn't catch. They're just there to, oh, he's doing this, he's doing, what's he doing, and half the time they don't see unless you give money, it pops up on the screen like Dr. Disrespect. But the small streamers, I think you should need to be appreciative. It's like if you walk into a small business, or even when you walk into Walmart, there's a door greeter say, "Hi, how you doing? Welcome to Walmart. What you looking for?" You walk into a small business, or any business, you expect someone to say, "Hi, how are you? Do you need help today?" If I walk into a place and they don't acknowledge my presence, even if I know what I want to buy, I leave, I go someplace else, and I buy someplace else.
Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure I.
Yep, I got you. And
You got it. You got it.
so I'm just trying to do it. I'm trying to give the new viewers and listeners a kind of a brief review of the first episode. And I meant so. And when you first came in, you were on a team. I think you managed a few teams. You were running teams. You were with Hex when I met you. I'm supposed to mention because Audi and VNX were arguing last night. They're like they don't know. They're trying to prove who knew you first. Do you know VNX?
I do know V-Next.
And do you know Audi?
I do.
Okay, so their score is settled.
Should I say which one I knew first?
Yes, it's gonna help everyone out in the world.
V-Next. Buddy. Knew you first.
I knew it. I knew it. They were arguing last night during Phasmophobia, and they're like, "Yo, just casually slide." I'm like, "I can't casually slide it in to a podcast, but I'll drop it out there anyway."
Good work, good fit.
Yeah. But you were doing teams, and I was gonna ask you again if you quickly. So, like, how hard is it? Because you see some of these teams out there, and apparently it's a lot harder than just saying, "Hey guys, like kids back in the day would make a clubhouse, no girls allowed." I think it sounds like managing an esports team, if you want to take it seriously, is a lot harder than just saying, "Hey guys, here's our secret handshake, let's do this."
Yeah, for sure. Just there's something about it. There's a lot that fans you can see. Yes.
It is, and that's one thing I appreciate about you, and I mentioned the first podcast, and I wrote down again for this one because I'm going to bring it up later, is you, and a lot of people in your age group, then and now, were so fortunate because you have, like, almost nothing but time on your hands, and you can get in on all these great platforms at the ground level. Like, you got on, like, TikTok, you would say you were there pretty early on, and you had these huge followers. You were doing Twitch and streaming and Instagram, and it's just so beneficial for the, because so many people are like, a lot of people get on there like, "Yeah, I'm going to go on Twitch right now." But all the younger kids are like, "No, we have to try out this new platform. This might go someplace." And now, here we are a year and a half later, we're seeing that Twitch is kind of, they got rid of their exclusivity. They're doing 50-50 even for their partners now. And a lot of people see the writing on the wall with what's coming with Twitch, and they're starting to move platforms early and, go elsewhere and whatnot. And different shorts now. TikTok is getting into the gaming community now. They're doing TikTok gaming,
Yeah.
and they're changing things around too.
It's great, like YouTube Music and stuff like that. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, I was. Yeah, so he's still in high school. So he like, yeah, I'm
He's still in
graduating.
high school?
He's still in high school, and I graduated in 2021.
I thought you all went to college and off to college at the same. He's still in high school.
Yeah, he's still in high school. So him. I do. And especially. So
Yeah, and that's what I was going to bring up about all of you guys. Where then I mentioned this in one of my other episodes, how back then I was running a business. I've changed careers now. I'm in a different end of the business, but I was running a business, and I mentioned to the guests I had at the time. I said, if someone's resume came in from high school and they said like their resume just said content creator on YouTube and on Twitch, I'd hire them because I think anyone who was doing well on those platforms would do well in the business world because, like you say, even with the teaming thing, you have spreadsheets. You have to look at your expenses, your income, what's your profit, margin in some cases, what your target audience is. There's so many metrics that we look at as streamers. Like, I remember I first started on Twitch, I was looking at my metrics like every single day. Like, hey, where are my viewers coming from? What are they watching? What time of day I'm on. Even the YouTube analytics I use all the time. My TikTok analytics, and even business owners use that. We have what they call a P&L, profit and loss, and we look at when you're busy during the day, how do you schedule the things, and that's how I schedule my Twitch channel. I think anyone who can go from that world has a much easier transition to go into the business world if they make that transition than just a kid in high school who has an A in English and a B in science and like, yeah, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be the next Jeff Bezos, but people that are doing like what you were doing, what Quanier's doing now, and working with a business partner. Because and I'll mention with him on his podcast. I see when you have a business partner, you don't always agree, but you have to do what's right for the business. You have to come to some kind of a conclusion, whether it's for an esports team or content creation. You have to understand like, okay, I don't agree with this, you don't agree with that, but maybe we can find some common ground, and that's what you have to do in real life, in the real world, in anything you do. You always have to find common ground with somebody else.
and that's almost like.
Yeah, it's more of a business than it is like going to like computer graphics school or learning how to do this. It's more so, like I said, it's more so a business than anything else. If you want to take it seriously and really look into it, because I see people that are amazing gamers, like they can play Fortnite like better than anybody else out there, and they stream and they have one viewer, two viewers, because it's just like, look at me, look how great I'm at Fortnite, and then you have people, like me, who are kind of trashy, but if the content, anybody who's if the content's good and the clips are good, and even again looking at Quanyar, how, because I remember in my kitchen I had I printed my screen from my phone onto my TV and I was watching him live stream. I think it was, I don't know, was it Call of Duty? No, or Ghost Recon, or one of those like army style games. I can't remember if it was Rainbow Six. I can't remember what it was.
Maybe Rainbow Six.
But he was playing it, but sometimes people have to like he decided. I think he decided. It feels like I'll ask him about it, but like he's like, you know what? There's nothing in streaming. I have to really focus on content creation. And I watch, I follow shorts on his channels, and man, he did one. I'll bring it up with him when I see him, but he did that one. He's involved that Fortnite Family Feud. Did you see that?
Wait, which one?
The Fortnite Family Feud.
Can you go a little bit more in depth about that?
He was I don't think he created, but he was involved in it where they must have gone into a Fortnite creative mode, and they actually rebuilt the Family Feud stage.
Oh, the game.
Yeah, and I'm like,
okay, I was kind of confused. Yeah, in
Oh.
creative, yeah, on the game.
yeah, on, and it was all like it was. And they had, I don't know if they did a Discord call or how, but they had. I don't know how he does it. It really blows my mind how he can zoom in on cameras and zoom out, and he can see what the other player's gameplay is. I'm like, how is he doing that? Like, it took me weeks to learn how to like make a scrolling marquee on Adobe After Effects, and he's there like zooming in on the other person's camera. You can see what their gameplay is, and zooming on his camera. Like, what is he doing right now? Like, that's dedication. That's beyond like basic bitch stuff. Like, he's accelerated, and every video he does is so quality. And I run into it too, where I get in that habit where, because they say the algorithm, 3 a day, post 3 TikToks, 3 YouTubes a day, and I'll stream for hours. I'll watch all these hours of footage to try and get together some kind of cheesy, cheap clip just to have my 3 a day up there. And then here he is, like, once a week posting this amazing content. And,
Quality is over quantity.
yeah, it is. So, okay, so to bring us to the speed, so 2 years ago, you were really into streaming, you were in your team. And I know I know you don't stream much anymore, but you're a business major, so you're in college or university or secondary education. And I know you were doing something with finances for all, but so just tell us, rather than me ask, what has Moab been up to in the last 2 years? Yeah, Phoenix, he admitted he knew you first way before Audi. Your camera's up, Mike. I can hear you, Moab. I want some others can't hear either. Check your volume.
Check your volume. Make sure your tab's not muted, silly.
Because if you're streaming from your computer and you have our volume up, that might mess up with your stream. I think you're streaming too right now, VNX.
Phoenix, like, I'm streaming.
Yeah, it's fixed.
In the scene.
Yes. Interesting. I make sure it shows both are up.
Wait, mute your mic. Maybe when you mute your mic, it's an output.
Booger.
Dang. Maybe you may have to check the recording.
Yeah. Let me,
Maybe it's just the stream.
Oh, wait. I have an idea. I have an idea.
I like the overlay.
Thank you.
It looks different for me.
Properties, settings. Oh, because you're... That's what I did. Okay, try saying something. Nope, that's right. My settings are off on that. Alright, we'll just, because the webcam is video source, the microphone source says mix audio. Okay, we'll just put this here. And we'll mute it. We'll do that. Oh, my son's calling me! Good thing I can edit this later. I'm so sorry.
No, we're good. We're getting it.
Yes?
There's 6 minutes left in the game.
Okay.
Is it okay for home like a little late, like little after 8?
That's negative, Rafter Man.
Crap. Okay, so we better leave now.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. Love you. Drive safe. I love him. I love him. All right, Moab, do a mic check for me, please.
Hello. What's up, guys? It's Moab. We're back with another video. Happy to see you guys here on the Tommy Road.
Yep, if I mute that, that doesn't work. Okay, I'm going to try one more thing. I might have to do one more for me. Hold on. Settings. Mic. Auxiliary. All right, try it one more time, Moab.
Knew you first. Gonna keep it real.
Nope, there are so many microphone sources. All right, so now
I'm so hungry. I don't know what I'm gonna get for dinner.
Alright, so now Alright, I think I got it fixed. We'll just leave that mic on the whole time. That should be okay.
Cannot hear you, Fortnite Dad. If you were talking to me.
How about now?
Now?
Now. Can you hear me now?
You can hear you now.
And I can hear you now. Phoenix, can you hear us now?
Phoenix, let's open up the stream. I do hear myself, but that's fine.
Okay.
Because if it doesn't echo on your stream, that's fine.
I don't think there's an echo.
Yeah, I'll check. Hold on, maybe go.
Echo. No echo.
Hello.
No echo.
I heard myself. No echo either.
Okay, so that explains why we lost all those viewers in the beginning. And no one said beep until Phoenix jumped in.
No one said anything.
How dare you? All right.
You guys are lame.
We're back again. All right,
I
so...
thanked them for gifting a sub.
Yeah, my man. All right, so where were we? I'm so sorry about that. Thank you, VNX. Thank you, Juan, for your patience. NFTs. You said NFTs. You were on NFTs. Promoter.
NFTs, yes.
I'm taking
NFTs
notes.
were almost the downfall of me. I made a new Twitter account, and I saw these people doing like these NFT promotion accounts, and basically they'd get a whole bunch of followers in these accounts. They'd contact all these NFT projects. For any of you guys that don't know what an NFT is, it's a non-fungible token that's bought with cryptocurrency, usually like mainstream, like Ethereum. Literally there's 0 point to it, but just think about it as if you were to buy the Mona Lisa, but it was like digital. Just think of it like that. It's one of a kind. That's why this stuff has value, and for money laundering.
Yes.
But
and terrorists. Now kidding.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no. So I would contact these companies or these businesses or projects, sorry, and I'd be like, hey, for $50, $100, I'll post this tweet out to my 6,000 followers, my 2,000 followers. I did start it on my main account as Moab himself at first, to which I was like, I know posting finances and stuff on Twitter is very iffy, and I was like, I also don't want to spam the people that don't want to see this. So I made a new account, and I got up to like 10,000 followers on that.
Wow.
And then I was probably charging like $100, $150 a tweet. And also doing like Discord invites. So like if I got 100 invites, I'd get like $50.
That's why it says join the Discord.
Yeah, I probably sent it to you. I probably was asking everybody because it was like, why not? And
yeah.
I made a decent amount of money off that until it kind of slowed down. It was kind of harder for me to find projects that everyone was a lot more skeptical, because this is like when all these scams started to arise, whether it been promoters or projects scamming their consumers and stuff like that. So everyone was very on their toes, and it was just hard for me I was losing followers at the time too. Ooh. So I had like 7,000 at this point. So now I was charging less and getting less people to want to buy. So I ended up stopped doing that, and I took all that money and put it into day trading. And then I went on day trading for like 2 months. I actually did that in high school a lot, so I was actually familiar with it. So I did probably like 2-3 months, made a little bit of profit, and now I'm trying to start an e-commerce business online. So
nice.
Yeah.
You should be a check for $10,000. I'll quit my job right now. That's from Wolf of Wall Street. I don't really
Good movie.
That's a great movie.
To all you guys.
Get off the phone. That was the best scene.
Wait. Steve, man. Steve.
Get off. I made it home. Luckily, not a scratch on the car. And the next day, it's like totaled.
Yeah. Literally totaled.
Okay, so but it sounds like, again, you were able to integrate all what you learned from being an online influencer and streamer and everything, and you transitioned that into what you do now, and then you transitioned that into an e-business. So is it safe to say that you took a lot of what you learned from, the past events, whether it's, again, being on a team or the online, influencing, streaming, and utilize any of that knowledge to what you're doing in real life or today?
Yeah, I think me always wanting to be in content creation, I kind of knew you almost have to like market yourself. Like, you are the product. Like, yes. Yeah, people may want to come watch your gameplay, but that's still you. People may be there for your personality, but that's still you. So you have to market yourself. So when it switched to me marketing myself for a different reason on the NFTs, it was like I was marketing myself as someone that could boost their sales or boost their. I mean, I wasn't promising that, no, but that I could boost their publicity. So it was like, yeah, 100%. I'm saying answer you, but yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's definitely helped me. I'm just trying to get used to this echo. It's like messing me up a little.
I know. I'm sorry about that. It's
No, it's good. It's fine. It's just kind of like throwing me. Yeah, that helped me with social media management and stuff like that, which I kind of dabbled in a little bit on TikTok for some other creator. But yeah, also on this new business, this e-commerce business, It helps me think of ads, target audiences, making my own ads, and yeah, that's probably the biggest three things that it's helped me with recently.
All right. And then, so that answered that question. And you said you had moved recently. Congrats on that.
Yeah. Kind of. My mom, I go to school local, so I don't live on campus. I live with my parents still. And my mom just moved and they're building a new house. But currently they're living in like some attic, like apartment renovation thing. It's really weird. So I haven't seen them in like a week, but I can't stay there, so we just hang out.
Gotcha. And so, anybody, even with the NFTs, like, there you are again, right, getting at the ground level. Like, you got NFTs early when it was a big thing, and you got out just in time. You probably got out just in time when everyone's like, okay, NFTs are a real thing, I should get into it now. And they're like, oh, and they probably lost some big bucks, whereas you kind of the opposite.
Yeah, actually, I was very skeptical. I'm one of those people to jump into anything. Like, I jumped into streaming, I jumped into YouTube, I jumped into TikTok, I jumped into owning a team. Like, I had zero experience when I started my very first team on Instagram. Zero. I literally just made it and recruited my friends. But the NFTs, I was very skeptical to jump in. So what I did was is I made an alt Twitter account and I made it look like an NFT project. Because this is around the time, see, I got in ground level, yes, but there was other big creators who were beating me to it because these projects were contacting them instead of me contacting the project.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna go reply to some tweets, try to get like a few hundred followers, release a couple mid NFTs, and make posts about those, and use hashtags and stuff like that. Instantly, I started seeing all these DMs from big people like Shaw. He was a big Fortnite creator back in the day, and still has, I think, probably 800,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Mitchell, he was a social media manager or something for Overtime Gaming. I was just getting DMs from all these big people. Zachology, he's in a big team, big Fortnite creator. I was like, okay, so all these people are contacting me wanting to promote this project. And I was like, there's money in this. But I'm on the wrong side of the ball. I need to be on their side of the ball. There's zero risk for them, but there's all this risk for me if I wanted to sell my own NFTs. So I just made a promoter account and went from that.
Okay.
You good? You need some water?
No, I just coughed that up. I was trying to get something else on my phone at the same time. I'm turning my Anchor on now to record in case I can't come back and catch all the audio from this. I'm like, I should probably be recording this at the same time on Anchor just in case I can get something out
honestly,
there.
If you if the audio is bugged all the way through it, you can just contact me and I'll do it again.
Okay, we'll do it. I'm gonna turn off the recording then. Awesome. Well, I know you're busy and I hate mo. Then I sound like a fanboy. But I appreciate that. Thank you. That'd be great. Because I have most of my stuff written down for questions. Yeah. So ground, that's great. And again, that's why I tell everyone they should all. And even you see people on TikTok or whatever they say you have more than one revenue stream. Like you did the streaming this you didn't stop. You kept on evolving and growing. And again, you were able to use what you learned from streaming and content creation and applied it to more real world usage. And I'm doing the same thing. I didn't know what streaming was. I never heard of Ninja or Tim the Tatman until my son dared me to go on this thing called Twitch one night, and then here I am. But because I got 1,000 followers on Twitch, and then I think you and Frosty, they're like, oh, you got to get on TikTok. I'm like, I don't sing, I don't dance. I was very skeptical. And then I learned it was like, oh crap, and I got in way too late. Now I'm still 3,000 followers, but I'm getting a little bit of revenue now from TikTok and a little bit more and then even the podcasts I started doing because I was learning more. I'm like, I should share this with some people, and there's a little bit of revenue in the podcast now, and that's why I'm able to get out to SiriusXM and all these other places now. I was only on Anchor and Spotify for a while, but it's like you were saying, companies contact you or you can contact them, and now I can do part-time because I was able, like you would anything else when you link your account, on Epic you would link your account and you get that creator code. I can link this because I have 1,000 followers to Amazon, and now I'm part of the Amazon Prime Partner Program. So anything I bought from Amazon that I use towards my streaming, like Amazon gives you your own website, your own like creator code for Amazon, and all you do is put your information there. They build it for you, and as long as you review something on video for Amazon, you get commission for it now if someone buys off your link. And like these are all extra revenue streams I'm bringing in just because I decided to play Fortnite one day with a bunch of kids. You know, like, and it's evolved into this network of things. What's up?
I said it can definitely lead you crazy places.
Yeah. I'm not gonna get any movie deals like Ninja got, but you know, I got an Amazon deal, and and that's why like I'm ready to cut back my streaming video games to 3 days a week instead of 4, because I need 1 day a week now for the podcast to get this back and going. I need 1 day a week to do like reviews of these products I have lying around that I bought from Amazon and Wish.com. But anyway, doesn't matter. I can still find the product on Amazon, review it, and put it out there, you know. And that's what I was doing for a while. I remember I bought something on Amazon and I gave it just as a guy, and I gave it a really good review. And they're like, and the company's like, hey, thanks for the great review. Can we send you more stuff for you to review? I'm like, yeah. I bought this Dragon Touch camera, like a GoPro, but it's called Dragon Touch. And just basic, and they sent me like all the accessories to it. And I reviewed it all and put it on the website, Amazon, 5 stars, awesome product. I'm like, hey, can we send you some more stuff? I'm like, please. And they sent me like these handheld kid toys that have cameras and microphones and videos, like a walkie-talkie with video, and my kids loved it. Then they sent me like a home security camera. I'm like, this is great. And then I gave them a bad review because I didn't like the product. And like, no, you have to give us a good review. I'm like, no, you said review this. You didn't say good or bad. They're like, yeah, but we kind of hope you give us a good review. I'm like, well, your product's crap, and I can't put my name on that. So I ended that. I didn't know how to play the game, but now I do. And I can change it. But I mean, so many things can spawn from streaming that people don't understand. It's more than just gaming if they want it to be. And so what made you, at what point did you decide you were going to stop streaming? Was it because you went to college and had more responsibility, or was something dying? What made you, like, was it like, you know what, I'm done? If you're okay to talk about that, because I don't really know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, it was just like a really rough time for me mentally. And I remember I was coming off my 72-hour stream.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
Yeah, and I was like, the stream was amazing.
Oh.
Like, I got a whole bunch of gift subs. There was always somebody in my chat to talk to. And there was always like 10 people in chat, like lurking to try to give me the extra viewer. But like, that was the problem. And it doesn't seem like that should be a problem. Like, that's awesome that my friends were helping me. And like, I didn't expect them to, especially for the entire 72-hour stream. I averaged like 12 viewers for 72 hours.
Wow.
And I had even averaged 12 before that, really, in like a 4-hour stream. So that was like crazy to me. And then the moment I took a 2-day break after the 72-hour stream, as you should.
Yes.
And I came back and I turned on my stream. In the first 2 hours, not one person typed in my chat.
Oh.
And it's like, I came off that euphoria of me having this very successful 72-hour stream into me just being in this hole again. It's like, did I really grow? But I feel like at the time I didn't take advantage as much as I should have on TikTok and Instagram and stuff. Even though I did, some people took advantage way more than me.
Yeah.
And they're still in the game.
Yep. No, I hear you. I had to quit for a minute there too because I was getting very fixated on the numbers and this and that, and it was like eating me up inside. And I was looking at my own, like my personal, like you were saying, I looked at my own mental health. Like, man, before I started streaming, I used to come home from work, make a nice warm dinner, eat dinner with my son. I worked out every night. I was at like 160 pounds. I ate healthy food. I was living a good life. Had a good time with my son. And then I started streaming, like, okay, I have to get home and just get on that stream. And I started like eating junk food. And, Tom was like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, just go do what you want to do. I'm playing a game. And I didn't like lose. He was like old enough that we had a great connection anyway. But I still like have limited time with him because now he's 17. He's out with his friends and driving around doing stuff. And I was like gaining weight and doing this and doing that. I stopped working out. I was like, no, I have to stream. And I was like, you know what? Let's just. And I tried quitting. I said, guys, I'm done. I'm not streaming anymore. I'm done with it. But I was still doing stuff on TikTok. And I remember I posted the video of me proposing to my now wife. And the comments were, are you streaming? Are you streaming? Are you streaming? I'm like, you know what? I'll come back. So I went back to streaming. I had like one view. I'm like, you punks. You've all begged to come back. What are you doing? Where are you at? And here I am. And you're not around? And And I would text like, where are you now? I'm back. Where the hell are you? Bro, I got like school and stuff like that. Don't ask me why I'm not streaming. But like I took it like personally. I had to stop. I learned like to let that go and like, you know what? I'll stream, but I'm here for you guys, not for me anymore. If you need something to come into and a safe place to be, I'm here for you. If I stream to 0 people, that's okay. Because back then, you know, COVID just hit. My company took a hit. I took a huge pay cut. And I really relied on that income. And it was enough to sustain my son and I. And now I'm in a better position with a better company and better now. I'm like, you know what? We'll have fun. The extra income was always nice, and DLC is a huge help to that. But, you know, it definitely can feel the unneeded pressure of streaming and content creation sometimes.
I was actually thinking about getting back, and yeah, I agree with you though. Once you have something that even though it drains you, you still come home and stress about it, and like you said, you start working out. And it reminded me, like, I go to the gym every day now, again, and even I don't make excuses for myself. Like, tomorrow I'm going to the dentist, and they're doing like all the deep stuff, like, whatever.
Yeah.
And I hate the dentist, and I'm like, I'm going to the gym straight after. Like, I don't care if my mouth hurts, I don't care if they poke me, I don't care if my gums are bleeding. It's like, because I know if I skip one day, then I'm not going the whole week.
Yep.
And that's why I'm like, I'm on a better schedule now, and my mental state is so much better that I feel like I could get back into content creation. Which me and Kwanya were actually just talking about this the other day.
Oh my god, that would be fanboy moment. That would be so cool.
Fanboy moment.
It is. It'd be great because I think, you know, you two work so well together, and like I said in the first one, like your natural energy, you don't know, but I'm sure you're aware of it, but I don't think you constantly, but you put that much, like so much natural energy into the streams, and it was a blast watching you guys. And there was other teams, like I tried joining this team called Aspire Unit. Like I really grind. I'm like, I'm grinding for Aspire. Come on, Aspire. And then I watch one of their team streams. Like, these are the most toxic, hateful, nasty people. I don't even do their. I unfollowed all of them on Twitter. I'm like, no. And
well, if you want to know, they just ended. So
no, yeah, there was one guy I was watching, like Heckum, HEKU1M or something like that. He seemed okay. I give them a sub, and then like the next day he's like, "Yo, I'm into Aspire." I'm like, "You're on Aspire? You've been streaming for like 10 minutes. I've been grinding. I've got 1,000 followers." Anyway, but they were talking about your team. Like, you were also. I remember you would like ask me to come play. I'm like, I don't know if I should play. You know, you're like, no. Like, you were just so encouraging and great people to be around, and I had a blast. And if you guys got together again, and if he was like the editor for you, and if you threw like Ian Rocks in there or whatever, oh my gosh, the content, the potential. You break the internet.
Yeah, we're trying to hit Oki too.
Oh my gosh!
Like, if I'm gonna learn how all this YouTube stuff works, Oki might as well learn it too, or I might as well learn it with Oki because I know he wants to.
Yeah, but not Audi. No, I'm kidding.
Not Audi.
Audi's fun, but Audi he's not reliable these days. Like, that kid breaks my heart. I love him to death. He's like my content guy. Every time he's in my game, I get great content with Audi.
Yeah.
But he's hardly ever around. Like, he's like, yo, like, I really helped him. I think I'd helped him get to affiliate. Like, I was there, I rated him, I hosted his channel. Once he got affiliate, bye down. Never heard from the guy again. And I was like, where do you know that? Like, he'll jump in once in a while, but he's like, yo, you streaming? I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. He didn't show up. He's supposed to play V-Nex and I on Phasmophobia. He didn't show up. I think he's got a busy life, though, but Audie's a fun guy. I think he's generally a good guy, but he's hysterical. But I think if you guys got together again, the OGs, oh, man, I'd watch all the time. Be huge about that. Get you all in. We can have 4 cameras on a collab call. Get a huge
4
podcast.
Cameras on the Streamlabs. Except we'll all talk at the same time.
Yeah. It would just be like a big party.
Which one you want to listen to?
A big virtual party.
Yeah.
But no, I used to love when you guys. I had all your I had you guys your notifications on. I used to put you on the big TV and watch them in the living room. And like even that one thing that Quine did with that Family Feud. Like, I watched it on my laptop, on my phone, then I went to my living room, and I went on my Roku TV. I'm like, guys, you kids gotta see this! And we sat there and played Fortnite Family Feud as a family with what they were doing on their YouTube channel. But I do think YouTube, and I hate to admit it, because Twitch has been very good to me, but I think YouTube is going to be the place to be. Alpha Gamer, or Senpai, whatever his name is now, he made a great thing about it where you know, we go on TikTok and Twitter. And, hey guys, come to my Twitch, come to my Twitch, come to my Twitch. And they said that the percentage of people actually will leave one platform to go follow you on another is so low. But if you're on YouTube and you have YouTube Shorts and YouTube Live, YouTube Gaming, if you post a short and right there they like and subscribe, and then you go live on YouTube, that person just like to subscribe to your short will get your live notification. And you have a better chance of being watched live on YouTube now than the other places. But I'm learning in my own head, I think each platform is good for something different. Like Twitch, for me, live streaming on Twitch, because right now I'm on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube at the same exact time. And I have more viewers on Twitch than anyone else. But when I post my content to TikTok or YouTube, that gets views like crazy. My lives don't. But if I play like a mainstream game on YouTube or whatever, I'll get a good view. Or if I play a mainstream game on Twitch, like Fortnite, Warzone, awesome. But when I go on TikTok live, because now TikTok, I'm on the TikTok gaming creator program now, and they're giving me a stream key allegedly in 2 weeks. But right now, I just aim my phone and I can play more like retro games on that because as someone just scroll up and down, look up across the night, you want to sit there and watch it. So I played that stray cat game. Have you seen that game?
But I do have experience in TikTok streaming.
Tell me. Oh yes. Tell us about your experience with TikTok. I'm sorry, I got off on a rant.
Oh no, I'm just gonna say the streaming part is 100% true, and honestly, TikTok streaming isn't almost as much as you should just have the camera up watching your game. This is actually what this is for right here. See this? This is where I put my phone.
Yes.
And I move it up a little bit. But sometimes I'll just randomly go live on Black Ops 3 Zombies or CS:GO or Rocket League. And those games are almost always so good, and that's not even what my niche is for my account.
Yeah.
And it's really weird, but they always do super good. So what I did was, when I was playing Fortnite with creative with like viewers and stuff, I had a post-it note right here, and it was like, twitch.tv/what do you do in Moab? Creative with viewers. I see a name pop up here.
Yes.
And then probably like out of 1 of every 5. They're in my chat, get a new follower, and they're like, all right, add me, like, on Epic. And I'm like, you can add me and join the game. And it worked every single time. And usually they stay, like, for the decent amount of the portion of the stream. And so it's like, out of every 1 of 5 that came from TikTok, so let's say 50 key people came from TikTok, 10. Out of those 10, I'll probably keep, like, 2 or 3 loyal viewers, which is, like, actually a decent turnout.
That's a great average, yeah. Yeah, same thing. I've done it. I've seen people do that where they put their like little post-it or a paper that says, "Hey, follow me." You know, I've got this like light up black light chalkboard over here, so my phone's here. It sees it because I can't. If my phone's back here streaming, I can't read the chat.
Yeah. I say the same thing. That's why I said come to my Twitch chat. You gotta like lean back.
Yeah, because there's no way to get a good angle on it, and there's no way to like. I've tried like going to my laptop to my channel. You can't watch your live like you could with any other platform moderate, unless you have like a tablet with another TikTok account you can watch, which I have. But even still, it's just annoying. Like, yep,
this
you have
is
to.
the streaming phone, and this is the chat phone.
See, Moab knows. Moab knows.
Because I tried doing the other monitor, and you can't watch us live stream on Twitter or on TikTok.
You cannot do it.
So silly, like.
You know, and it's hard. But I'll play like. But it also for me depends on the game. Like if I play Metal Gear Solid, which is my favorite game in the world, on Twitch, 1 or 2 viewers. I play Metal Gear Solid on TikTok, 83 viewers. And there's a guy now I follow. He's doing the original Metal Gear Solid, like Metal Gear Solid 2 on PlayStation 2, 120 viewers watching the old school like play it PS2 graphics. So I found a lot of, like, and there's a guy who plays like a lot of Nintendo games on there, just on TikTok, and his following is huge. So I think TikTok for like that random catch is great for that, as opposed to like, if I'm on Twitch saying I am playing Stray Cat, where you play as a cat. You play as a cat. I'm gonna say it one more time. You play as a cat. It's like the #1 game in the world right now, and you just wander around this little city. There's a storyline to it, but if I played on Twitch, no viewers. Put on TikTok, 70, 80 viewers.
I did notice, however, it didn't work. So anybody in the chat or watching this, or even you, I did realize when I just didn't have when I wasn't in creative, no one would really come to the stream. Like, they would have the post-it notes. Oh, I thought he was going to say you couldn't hear us. Anyways, so the post-it note would say, like, I'm streaming live on Twitch. At that point, it's like, every 1 in 100 people that sees that is coming to my chat. But when I was streaming, like, I think I was streaming Black Ops 3 Zombies, and the round was cut off a little bit on the TikTok stream. I didn't even know this. This was not intentional. So people were actually coming to see the round from TikTok onto my Twitch because they couldn't see it all. So they didn't know if I was on 19 or 49 or 99. They didn't know.
Yeah.
So then it clicked to me. I was like, it's like the reason people use TikTok. You get this quick dopamine release. You can swipe a video, 10 seconds. Swipe a video, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. But I realized people want to watch me die.
Yes.
Like in CSGO, when I hit the CSGO, people were like, okay, it's one round. I'm going to see if this dude's going to die or if he's going to win the round. And if I'm in a Fortnite creative, is he going to get one pumped? But whenever I was in like a normal game, people wouldn't care to watch me run around the map.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like you can't do it all the time, I feel like.
Correct. Yep. And I know that too. Like for me, like I play better Fortnite when I'm not streaming because I play how I want to play, which is hiding in a bush, waiting around for the opportunity, and taking the shot. If I played like that on Twitch, no one's gonna watch some guy just in a bush. Unless I'm eating a pizza.
Your personality keeps us engaged.
I try to. Yeah, I tried. People do enjoy that sometimes. I will say that. And like, it's funny. I made Eli's MD laugh the other night. You remember Eli? I think he played a creative with him once, and he still plays Fortnite very seriously. Like he remembers the name of everyone who ever killed him on Fortnite. He goes to their Fortnite tracker. He's very into it. God love him. But I'm trying to mix like my Twitch with like an OnlyFans / feet finder. Like my tier 3 sub emote now is a picture of my bare feet. And everyone's like, what is that? I'm like, those are my feet. You want to see them again?
Funny.
Tier 3.
That's good. That's actually really smart.
Yeah. Smarter, I don't know, but it's just, you can do different fun things in there. So, you're lucky. Okay, so we already said you're getting into stuff at the ground level. You might come back. As my next screen was, that's what made you stop. And so you're saying, right here on the Tommy Rowe Talks podcast, that there's a chance, a potential, a slight hype that Moab, might return to the community?
It's up in the air, but...
You heard it here first, folks. No, I'm kidding.
The Tommy Rowe podcast.
It's an exclusive. That's a clip right there. Put it up now.
Right now. No, it's something I can definitely still see myself in, and especially knowing that, like, Quanyar, he had Ian Rocks that taught him a lot.
Yes.
And I literally, like, Quanyar is going to be like that to me. Like, Quanyar, I'm going to have to ask Quanyar a question about, whatever we're talking about, bro. Like, he's going to have the answer, or he's going to be able to point me in the right direction.
Yeah.
Kind of guide me and be like, Moab, you're wasting your time doing this. Or this part, or whatever. Or Moab, this part's really good. Like, this could pop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's going to be good. I'm going to say, like, 50-50, because I just have to figure out how to clear a room. But 50-50.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah, I think that's great. And I think everyone needs, like, a Quanyar. And that's what I'm trying to hope this podcast can do to some people. Like, catch some tips, catch some tricks, like, eventually do some more techie stuff. But I will say, and I'll tell Quanyar so I talk to him, I kind of hate him in a good way. Like, I used to post like I said, post these cheesy clips just for the sake of posting it. I remember 3-4 weeks ago, I spent 3 hours on I was trying to make a 30-second clip for YouTube Short, and then some come upon fun. It was the Kwani. I'm like, I deleted the whole thing. Like, fuck, I can't post this. Look what he's posting. I can't post this. 3 hours. I was like, watch my footage, trying to do this. I'm like, okay, let's maybe a little sound effect here, but you can tell it was cheesy. And I compared it to Kwani. I'm like, I'm not posting. I deleted all my. I remember because my kids were in the room and they just heard me curse. Yeah, it was all she was. Mother! And I threw my computer off the desk. They were like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Choir just put this amazing clip in mine." Shit.
Yeah, I saw this quote the other day actually, though, and I didn't think I was able to use it, but now that I can.
Yeah.
The quote is, "Comparison is the thief of joy." So if you're comparing yourself to Quan, you're not happy with that clip. But if you would have posted it and it got 1,000 views, you'd have been like, yeah, I edited that clip.
It's right.
But you're comparing yourself to something that may have gotten 100,000 views.
Maybe. The one thing I got angry another time. I posted simply I was playing a Spider-Man game, and I just recorded all the cutscenes. And I put them all together and I posted on YouTube just for fun. 10,000 views.
Yeah, I saw that.
In 8 days. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? I give you gold every night. You're watching this?
I posted something similar like that once for a game, and it just got a whole bunch of views, and I'm like, really? Really?
Because I get mad at myself. I'm like, oh my god. So now I tell my wife, like, listen, honey, I know I said I want a PS5, but I need a PS5 now. She goes, why? I'm like, because the next Spider-Man game is only coming on PS5, and I need those clips.
The clips.
Because there's people that do, like, because I also watch, like, the Facebook gamers. And the most views are the guys that did the cutscenes from, like, God of War. Those God of War cutscenes that they post, hundreds of thousands of views and likes. The streamer themselves, you watch their live stream, junk, trash. But when they do those cutscenes of somebody else, somebody else made that game, but they get the views. I'm like, man, somebody, okay, maybe I should stop live streaming and just work on content. I'll just play these solo player games and put on. But I did another one like that. I was like, okay, maybe lightning will strike twice, and I played the extra downloadable content for Spider-Man. Same thing, put it all together, posted it, nothing, 37 views. And I'm Googling, like, how come one video pops up and the other one doesn't? What makes them blah, 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 blah. And I got inside my own head again. I'm like, you know what? Forget it again. Forget it all. Forget the whole thing. I'm just trying to grind and find out what works.
I guess it really doesn't matter what you post on your YouTube channel. If people are searching for it and it's on your channel, they're gonna find that.
Yep. And I think now what I was seeing on the one place was that now they're saying as long as you just post anything. Because YouTube Shorts are really blowing up now. Like, it could be you. Again, I was on TikTok Live yesterday, and I was talking to my wife about this. Someone put their phone on a telescope, and they watched the moon, because it was a beautiful moon the last couple of nights. They had, like, hundreds of thousands of viewers, gifts. I'm like, I'm playing a quality game here with this guy. Nothing.
Where the people on TikTok, they're, like, cutting soap.
Yeah, and I'm telling my wife, I was like, and she's like, oh, the moon, I'm like, you watched that? While I was live? She's like, yeah. I'm like, open the window.
Yeah. I went out there. Actually, so since, like I said, my mom's moved, it's kind of hard for them to keep dogs. So they're literally through this door right now. They're ready to go outside again, but they can wait. But yeah, the other night I got home from work. It's like 11 at night, and I'm like, the moon is so bright tonight. Like I could see like my fence, and that was like 30 yards in front of me.
Yep.
With no lights on at all. It was just the moon.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
So, I guess it's almost like a relationship. Like, there's someone out there for everybody, they say. It's like there's something out there for everyone. Like, I remember like, when that hurricane hit Florida, people were, like, had their phones, honestly, just watching the window and watching trees blow. Thousands and thousands of viewers.
Yeah, my sister, she's super safe.
Good.
But yeah, she got videos of the hurricane. She lived in an area where they almost had to evacuate.
Yep. I was telling my son, he's like, Dad, I'm telling you, put a camera up in the room when you go to work and just stream Scooter sleeping all day. You'll get views. I'm like, I might do that because this dog is right. He sleeps there and you hear this giant fart. He farts for like 3 minutes at a time and he just looks around and he's like, and just lays down again. People would watch that, I bet. People would watch that.
Anything in Fortnite, Dad.
Yeah.
The least comparable it is to them is almost the better.
Yep.
Like, someone may just want to watch their dog, and they may not even have a dog.
Yeah.
They're just going to sit there.
Yeah.
But, like, there's this dude on YouTube. There's two dudes on YouTube. One popped up because I watched the other one. The other night, it's late. I'm tired. I didn't find anything I wanted to watch on Netflix. And I turned on this 20-minute video of this dude, POV, working at McDonald's. And I watched 3 of his videos.
Oh, my gosh. Is it the guy that put the ketchup mustard on and brought over the sandwich patty and then put the mustard?
He's like this. Like,
yes, I watched that.
He's like cooking it. He's putting chicken nuggets in. He's like, all right, what can I get for you guys today? And I'm like,
yep, I watched that.
It was just so interesting to me.
It was amazing. Yep.
Instead of just working at McDonald's, like I could go do that.
Yeah. I mean that's why I think I have 4 TikTok channels now because everyone says try and focus on 1 to 3 niches. Niches. Thank you, Samus. On TikTok, so Sub-Zero MGT. So I'm like, all right, so the one is like Tommy Rowe, that's all the gaming stuff. Now I have traveling Tommy Rowe. So as I travel around for my job, I'm catching like road rage and me road raging, and I have like, I stop and eat a lot for work, so I'm doing like a Dave Portnoy. I'm like, here's a pizza challenge, one bite. All right, everyone knows the rules.
I love that guy.
I love that guy, but I don't like that guy at the same time.
I just like looking at the pizza he eats.
That's where I'm at. Him, I don't much like because I'm like, Portnoy, that doesn't sound Italian. Who are you to judge an Italian pizza?
Yeah.
And we have different tastes too. Like he likes that crispy, burnt. I like it nice and floppy, full of sauce.
I like every type of pizza.
Yeah.
So.
And so I go out there, I judge like pizzas and hot dogs, and be like, oh, you're the hot dog. I'm like, yeah, I'm traveling Tommy Rowe, and now I'm doing like, Tommy Rowe does this, Tommy Rowe does that, Tommy Rowe tries this.
Travels. I'm gonna follow that right now. I don't think I do.
Yeah, I haven't put much. I'm recording. I'm trying to like do a big video dump once, but yeah, that's traveling Tommy Rowe, and the purpose is I'm gonna try as I drive around for work, but it's hard because I have my work shirt on, my big logo right here. I'm like, how do I cover this up while I'm talking to the camera, so work doesn't yell at me for doing it?
Oh, you won't. You're not allowed to.
Probably not. I don't think they would like that if they see me driving and I'm flipping somebody off in a work uniform. Could also catch a lot of bad drivers in Pennsylvania too.
And bad drivers. That's. Yeah. I feel like if you could get, I feel like that could be really well.
It does. It could. I see it all the time on people. I'm gonna get into that and do that. But
it's one of those things. It's one of those things.
One of those things. People love to see the.
Yeah.
That
would be specific to you.
I want to get. I can't wait. It'll never happen. But I want to get pulled over by a cop, but show people like the right way to approach a police officer. Like, oh yes, sir. I apologize. I'm gonna reach for my license now. But the ones that blow up are the ones. Nope. I'm under arrest. I'm like, stop. Just stop.
And then they make themselves look like idiots.
Yep. But what's funny with those videos, I see like, based on the point of view of who posts it, most people support whoever posted the video. So like if a police officer posts a video saying, I pulled this idiot over, look what happened. Like, yeah, I'm with the boo, black the boo, you guys are awesome. But if the driver that he just pulled over posts the video, this, ridiculous cop, what's he doing? First Amendment, I'm like, so they try and side because they want that validation from the user to say, yeah, I agree.
I see a lot, actually, the exact opposite.
Really?
Like, I saw this one the other day, and he was just, he was rightfully pulled over, like, after you see the police's point of view.
Yeah.
Which was posted to the body cam.
See?
And it's like, this guy was complaining, but you could tell that he was wrong. Like, in his video, without even seeing the other point of view. And all the comments were just, like, flaming him. And that's what brought attention to the video. And then there was obviously people that supported them, and then it's like... Yeah.
Well, I think that's about it. My hour, we're over our hour and a half, but I might need you again to come back for the audio, if that bummed out on me. But hopefully you guys watching. Moab, if you come back to stream, you gotta let me know. We'll get you back on again, just to announce it, if anything.
I will send you my first YouTube video, if I post one, before it's out.
Oh my.
I'll send it to you first.
It leaked to Fortnite Dad.
You can get the first comment and everything.
Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome.
Maybe they'll bring you in the video. Why not?
No. I mean, I have an idea, and I don't know, like, I have one idea that I think is a good idea, and I want to, like, I'm always nervous how to approach, like, you and Clark, because again, in my head, you're, like, almost like celebrities, or I'm like, I don't want to bother them. No, let's not do that, because I'll go into a game, I'll see Kwanyar's playing or Yoke, I'm like, oh, and like, I'm not going to invite them, I'm not going to bother them, they're busy, but I do have an idea that I would love to do, but I don't know how to make it happen, and Kwanyar has, like, he does these, how fast can I reach the top of, for how fast can I fall on this thing without hitting the sides. I did one live on my channel. I wouldn't know how to make the content, but basically it's like, I would see Kwanyar do like, let's see how many toxic people still play Fortnite. I'm going to do nothing but random fills for the next hour, and let's see how many of those of my teammates are toxic. And then like, and when you get into a random, hey guys, what up? F you, man. You always get that a random, right? These guys are just toxic. And then at the end, be like, all right, so I did, 15 games, 15 times 3 extra teammates, and of those, that number, here's the ratio of how many toxic people still play Fortnite. 100%. Like, you could make that happen in, like, a 30-second video, I think.
100%.
Kwanyar could.
And it's those quick videos, too. Like, the videos that he puts out as shorts, like, they could almost also be long-form videos.
Yes.
Like, last person to take, well, okay, maybe not one like this, but it's like, actually... He went to McDonald's?
Yes, while somebody else was doing...
While someone was trying to get to... that could have been its own full long-form video, something like it at least.
Yep.
what the quick cuts in the short is what blew it up, and I think that style he does really well. But you shouldn't be afraid that, especially me. But I'm afraid to talk to Kay, and it's like I don't want, because I know he's always busy and like he's staying up late. But like literally yesterday, I wasn't even in my Discord, but I was in the call and with somebody else, and I went AFK for 15 minutes. I come back, he's talking to my friend that he doesn't even know.
Yeah.
And then I'm back, and we sit in Discord for an hour and just talk about random stuff. And it's like, he has time. It's just, I don't want to intrude on him because he's my friend. I want to see him grow.
Yep.
But definitely do not feel scared to reach out to me if you ever need help with anything.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's great. Yeah, I remember one time he messaged me. He's like, yo, you got to do follow on TikTok. Check it out. I'm like, Ian rocks. What's this blue check mark mean? And then Sub-Zero's like, what? I'm like, wow! And he told me what it was. I'm like, this is cool. And I still joke, like, he's still following me. That's so cool.
He unfollowed me.
What?
I'm just kidding.
No. I can't see them doing that. But they're just, I think they're just, what I think about them is they're never too big, for the little guy, for lack of a better term. Like, they're never, like, too big to, like, the fact that I email him, like, hey, you want to be on a podcast? He's like, yeah, absolutely. Like, really? Like, I thought he'd be like, how much? What are you going to pay me to be on your podcast?
Yeah, he was, like, just down.
Yeah.
It's like, and I love him to death.
Yeah.
And I can't think of him being, like, one of those people that I'd be like, oh, you're so annoying, or, like, I mean, obviously, if someone that he didn't know came up and asked him, may charge them, or maybe not yet, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then they're actually using his time, but he's like, he's just doing you, a favor, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, you've done him favors, so.
I don't know if I don't do any favors, but I try.
You've been existing.
Yeah.
We love that.
I took a paintball to the nuts for that guy.
Oh, yes.
Because he did all those tier 3 subs. Oh.
Didn't you get shot multiple times?
I did, thanks to him, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was doing I said, listen, tier 1 here, tier 2, tier 3, shot in the balls. Because I didn't think anybody would do it. And then, I think someone messaged him. And, like, I think it was, I might have been Audi or Sub-Zero.
Me, Frosty, Audi.
Message Quan, like, yo, Fortnite, and then he jumped the chat. He's like, oh, did I hear a tier 3 gets shot in the nuts? He gets to, like, 3 or 4. I think I had to take 15 shots, direct shots to my privates.
Yeah. Hey, you got it out of it.
I did. I used to get surgery after that, so. So, Moab, thank you so much. Such an honor, as always, a pleasure. Thank you for reintroducing the season 2 of the Tommy Rowe Talks podcast. I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys for being in the chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you, DLC, for being here. VNex as well. We'll get him into VNex into a podcast pretty soon, too, because he's doing quite well for himself. So, Moab, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And everyone else, Tommy Rowe Talks, always on Spotify podcast, Stitcher, you Google, iPod, right here on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Gaming. And until next time, stay safe, stay distant, stay social, and above all else, wash your hands. Have a good night. Moab, thank you so much.